All right, time to keep moving. Keeping going. What do we got? Starting pick up hatred. I did. I have the sewer keys. Inner slums. Okay. Actually, first, I really need a new bow.
What do you want?
Victory.
You have a good bow. You have no bows. You have a quiver. Not particularly good. Gamble a bow?
What do you want? Go with courage.
You've had a sale, Exile. Hello, hello, hello.
There's a sale. Oh, somebody bought something for a couple of gas. Okay. Now I've got a lot more damage. Let's keep moving. Oh, this is a good song. Oh, yeah. Grabbing a bow was a great idea. Oh, I need to find the... Yeah, it's over here. I still have um somehow it restarted. I don't know why it restarted. I thought it was the keybind, but I think that got changed. I don't know. To the catacombs, do the trial, Sarn encampment, book, marketplace. Whoa. Yeah, actually, I feel like continuing my righteous fire. Go back to this one. We're gonna do the righteous fire.
The Eternals had no respect for their land.
I need to kill some stuff so I can get out of the oh yeah, that's right. What's this?
This land has forgotten Karu's strength. I will remind it. You trespass! For purity! Death to sin!
Look at that.
Oh,
I
actually,
hear you, Kitava.
this
I
seems
walk
like...
in your kingdom, and I am coming for
Is
you.
it not looking at the right character? Yeah, it looks like I should be fine. There we go. You know, I could use some love in Path of Exile. Of all side areas.
Kitava's belly rumbles. He is hungry for me.
Could probably use better gear too. I should probably have a belt on. On.
Karui and Maraketh once fought together. I honor their friendship.
Do I have my righteous fire? Yeah, I have a 3-link anyway.
You will feast no longer, Kitava. The ancestors demand it. I am Cahome's way.
There was a gate. We opened the dash red.
I'm watching you.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for the 14 streak. That's over a year. How's it going? 14 months. Yeah, eventually I'll make it. One of these days. I'm sore. I can't imagine how you do this every day. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that.
The goddess is watching.
I honestly believe anyone with the means that does more than a couple oil changes a year should invest in one of those portable frame lifts like you showed the other day. Makes so many things so much easier. Yeah, I ended up I was working in my dad's garage. My brother took his jack and jack stands back up to the cities, so I don't have easy access to extra jack and jack stands. So I could only lift at 2 points. And that was not going to be enough to be under that vehicle. So I had to, I decided to buy ramps because then I don't need a jack at my house. And I just brought the ramps to my parents' house. Did all the work in their garage because they got more room and a few more tools.
Oh, the weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
My problem is I am so sore from laying, but it mostly I think it's from laying on the ground, but a little bit from lifting things up to work on stuff. Man. The YouTube automatic music stuff is getting there. It's starting to understand the music I like.
Is not to be wasted.
That's true. So I fixed my car, and I caused 2 issues in doing it. One is I put it on a battery charger, but I think I had a really bad connection on that charger. So I killed my battery. Seems like it's fine now. I've charged it up. It seems to be fine, but every time you kill a battery, you likely done a little bit of damage to it. And now the exhaust rattles against a cross member.
is no escape.
It was rattling against it before. And what we did before was put more washers, or put some washers between the crossmember and the bottom of the car. And that spread it out a little bit, gave it enough gap where it wouldn't rattle, but in loosening my exhaust clamps and stuff, now it's sitting even lower than it used to, so now it's rattling even with those washers in place. So I either have to put more washers or figure out how to get the center of the exhaust that's exhaust clamped in place to be not so low. The Snap-on makes battery repair that I'm curious about picking up. It's only $3.50, so if you repair your batteries, you kind of pay for it. I don't understand how it could repair a battery. Like, you can force charge into it, but the battery is going to be damaged either way. Like, when you damage a lead-acid battery, the anodes and cathodes have physical damage to it. How can a battery repair fix that physical damage? I mean, it's cool if it works, but
To be promising. An emperor must keep those promises. The Empire awaits you with open jaws.
I'm definitely going to be playing this class, this character, as my first character. It's just so consistent.
Strike with fidelity. Triumphant at last. Before your emperor, you are worthy. Before the goddess of justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise ascendant. For this is the ending that we all deserve. The ancestors.
There we go. Now all my resists are capped. Yeah, I'm gonna look up this quick. I'm not seeing, battery service tools. You'd think it'd be under here. Unless it's under here somewhere. Battery maintainers. Oh. I'm not seeing something, so maybe I'm not searching the right search terms. I don't know. And you do despise clutch work. I've never worked on a clutch. Pulling drive lines is kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I made sure to mark. So my drive shaft is a balanced drive shaft, which I think most are. And so you have to put it back on exactly the way it came off. And I had a little bit of trouble making sure it was on right. But I eventually made it. RF is just the easy way to start. It's consistent, it's fast. You know, I don't know, there's just so much consistency to RF that I just, I don't know, I don't see a reason not to.
People of the gutters, steel your bellies, for the slaughter is at hand.
Then you go cast when stunned as soon as you can. Build up some currency and then play something different and honestly more fun. So another reason to go Righteous Fire is you go Righteous Fire, it's easy, quick, and for the first couple of days you just push, right? You get your you know, watchstones. It's kind of campaign on easy mode is what it is. And while you're doing that and building some currency, you're deciding which character you want to play as your main character afterwards. and then you build another character. You buy a couple pieces of leveling gear. You level that character in a couple of hours, to nearly where your other guy is, and you know, all in all, it's just better. I know that Pox recently was talking about the new transfigured totem is a possibility for single target for Righteous Fire. So I'm going to be giving that a try before I switch over to Cast when Stunned. And then if you decide your other character that you want to play is a Juggernaut or a Marauder, then you already have, you know, a character leveled, and you just respec. And there's a lot of slams and stuff where Marauder is going to be just fine.
Just bloody die.
You could also do RF, but do it on a different character. But that kind of defeats the purpose of the easy, clear, easy everything that you get by playing RF. So
Boreathans.
I don't need
How
this.
they love to sing about themselves. The ancestors.
The league starts tomorrow afternoon, so about 24 hours. Yeah, just about 24 hours. No, apparently I have no identifies on me. That should have been a crossable gap.
Another hit for my belt.
I honor you with a warrior's death, Cal.
None.
The way to a god's heart is through his guts.
Nice. You know? No more lugging around a desktop cart. I mean, with the cost of laptops nowadays, like... Yeah, it really doesn't make sense to have a desktop for any like usual business purposes. Personal is different because personal you are going to more than likely piecemeal upgrades occasionally and stuff like that when you're the kind of person who's going to build a computer. If you're not going to build one, then even then a lot of times laptops make sense. Even if you're going to use it as a desktop most of the time. I mean, the wireless thing is just... you can put a wireless adapter on any computer. Like a cheap $5 wireless adapter, suddenly your desktop's wireless. I mean, for a long time, I actually did that. I didn't use it as a wireless.
Let's not get above ourselves.
Like I didn't use it for wireless internet, but that gives it Bluetooth.
Calm wasn't half the man you are, Marauder. There comes a time. It was Malachi.
Yeah. Yep. I just think that for most things,
Piety
For years now, for years, it has not made sense for businesses to buy desktops. Because the way you do things, laptops are usually more power efficient. If you ever need to get mobile, you have the option. And the advantages of desktops over laptops for businesses have dwindled to basically nothing. For most business cases. I was reading a thing and didn't pay attention. Yeah. You can get the desktop feel, you know, exactly by what you're doing, by a dock. Docks have gotten really cheap. And most laptops have USB-C and support display output across that USB-C, so you can get a generic USB-C dock. And that will continue to work. So if the laptop, like, laptop docks, like this one, I happen to have a laptop dock right here because that's the kind of guy I am. We're proprietary. You can see the little connector plugging in and out. So you put your laptop on here, you lock it in place with this little connector. This used to be so that it had much more functionality. But USB-C is so powerful that you can put all the power you need through USB-C into just about any laptop. There's very few laptops that need more power than USB-C can deliver. And at the same time, have as much connectivity as this dock that was going right to the PCI Express bus. So the benefits of a desktop over a laptop are purely if you need an add-in card for whatever you're doing. And they don't make one that's external USB. That's it. That's the only reason to ever buy a desktop. Because the pricing is going to be within $100. And it gives you the flexibility to be mobile should you ever need it. And yeah, you might think you're never going to need it. You don't know you don't need it. It's something that comes up like, oh, all of a sudden emergency, you need to work from home. Just pop your laptop off and go home. When I worked at the county, that's basically what we had done. Like 90% of all computers at the county in government buildings were laptops. And then when the time came that COVID hit, it was basically, we've pushed our VPN client to all computers, not just the ones who were already approved for VPN. Grab your laptop, go home, work from home.
Your sickness is ended.
Hey, how's it going? There have been panic moments for when you've almost bricked modules because McJackass that works in the other bay has unplugged my desktop while you're doing a reprogram. I mean, just another benefit. They all effectively have built-in UPSs. And a UPS nowadays, the cost of a laptop costs probably $100 more than an equivalent desktop. Business class laptop versus desktop, about $100 difference. The cost of needing a UPS for your device is at least $100. So if you need a UPS for what you're doing, going to a laptop gets you that that functionality.
The ancestors demand it.
Unless it needs to provide power to something other than the computer itself, which is usually not the case. So, like, as always, there's always edge cases or things that don't fit with what I'm saying. But for the most part,
In this moment, you and I will create the most beautiful of nightmares together. Creation, rather the realm of the gods, isn't it? Bow your head to your one true god.
Now, Exile!
What?
Now,
Die and be reborn. Embrace the future.
yeah, the plan is RF into Castwind Stunned, farm ultimatums, and then decide what build I want to play
What it means to be
after I've gotten a bunch of money.
selfish. I gave my life. Nightmare gave me so much more.
It's just RF is such a comfortable, like, it's such a comfortable way to get through the acts.
Accept the gift of immortality. You are being selfish. Nightmare is the true eternal. Why? You're so in love with death.
We don't need any of that.
Do you hear me, Kitava?
I've
I need better gear, so
Yes. May fear guide you.
Nope, I didn't mean it. Whatever. That can go away. These are all things I should be using. Let's see what I've got for
Until next time.
let's just make this rare. It's a lot of life. Definitely not bad.
What is it, Exile?
And let's look at what you've got for gear. Do I have any gear? And I sold the scepter that I was going to use. Yep. Because I forgot I didn't put it on because I needed more equipment. Alright, whatever. I'm fine. We're just going to keep moving.
What?
Ooh. I live in the U.S.
I do not blood.
An egg and thank
Unlike some. Now where was?
hello.
Nice. I got another friend from Germany. But I haven't talked to him in quite a while. Nice. Get shield. Yeah. Yeah, I usually well, I don't know how it's gonna go with the new league because they're changing the way you get some of the waystones, not waystones, void stones. And so I'm not sure exactly how far I'll get once I make the switch off of Righteous Fire onto Cast when Stunned. But usually it's 2 waystones or 2 void stones. And then I do tier 16s and Simulacrum usually, but I'm not going to be able to do Simulacrum. So it's going to be tier 16s ultimatums. And then I pick one of the more meta builds usually. To finish out everything. In the last 2 leagues, I've done all challenges. So my goal is to do the same again this league. I've not beat all the bosses before. But I've beaten most bosses. So have you considered doing like kinetic full side totems? I did that last league for a bit, and that was a lot of fun. Yes. So, when you have it fully decked out, it's not too bad. But, bossing takes a while, but it's also very safe. Like, right now, I don't have nearly enough regen. But for the most part, I'm just standing and stuff, and I'm fine. And that's the deal, is you need to be able to stand and stuff and be fine in order to play cast when stunned. Because you're going to be getting stunned constantly. Yeah, I do a few glass cannon builds usually each league, but I get too frustrated with glass cannon builds. I really just want to be able to I want to be able to make some mistakes and not have that punish me too bad. My ADHD doesn't play well with having to play perfectly.
The world must be cleansed of impurity. Burn! Rise! I am the Emperor.
Oh, man. I'm tired. Yesterday was kind of a long day.
Rise! Kneel!
I've fixed the car.
Burn!
It is exactly what Demon Slayer helped me diagnose it as. I had to take the drive shaft out, replace the car part, put the drive shaft back in. And it took me, I don't know, a good 6 to 8 hours. Somewhere in there to replace the part. Oops, that was not something I can stand in. Wonder if I have so there's the old part and the new part. They look a little bit different. Um and you can see here, this is the drive shaft I took out. Um this part here connects up to the transfer case, and this back here to the differential. And this is supposed to be right here, and this little bit you can see of rubber here is what's holding the bearing that goes here. Um, I've never been a mechanic, but I do like to do my own work. Lightly used. This is my first time taking a drive shaft out of a car. So that was interesting. I don't have a lift, and so I just had it on jack stands on the back and ramps on the front, so it's kind of a pain. But I did it, and it works. So similarly, there's a saying that I like. If something's loose and it's not supposed to be, you use duct tape. And if it's not loose and it should be, you use WD-40. It'll fix most issues. It's not actually true, but it's a fun thing to say.
What in damnation have you done?
You have a few loose screws. Yeah, if you have some loose screws and you duct tape them in place, you know, may not fix the issue, but it sure does sound better. I think there's an analogy in there about therapy and masking. Nice. Thanks. Appreciate that. Alright, where am I missing points? Nowhere. Next tree. We're gonna come down and grab these. So, Ilocan, when I was making the video the other day, I had to re-record part of the video because I was talking about the act tracker and I didn't mention this part of it. And I'm like, hold on, I can't not mention the best part. It's the reason I keep it on after I reach the end of the campaign. It would have been. I would have had to delete my channel in shame. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's doing pretty decent. It's my #1 video. Okay, so this is ossuary. I do need to sign purity. I just don't need. Yeah. So next time I don't need to go in here. Anytime I make a video about the tool you made, that video does good. That's much better than what I'm using, so I need to get that in there. I really should just make my my channel just updates about your tool every time a tool comes out. Update comes out, just make a new video. My channel would do so much better. No. I mean, yes, it did better than my other stuff, but it's only like half of what this one is. If I look at my channel statistics quick. In the last 28 days, my #1 video is the one I made last week. #2 video is a short, so it doesn't really count. It's a short about I compare the top 4 RPGs and points to the video that nobody watches. My #3 video is my video from last year, Exile UI, the ultimate utility toolkit. And then there's the Monsters and Memories. So Monsters and Memories is #4. #3 if you don't count the short, which probably shouldn't. And my #1 and 2 of the last 28 days are both about Exile UI. I think once I'm able to make Monsters and Memories videos about the actual, like how-to videos, those will probably do pretty good too. But until I can. Exile UI is where it's at.
Thank you. You deserve once, not all.
I simply.
Yes.
The next drawing for beta keys is going to be tomorrow. Oops.
flame of hope may flicker, but it cannot be extinguished.
I'm Cap. Remember?
Despite your best efforts, Beastler, may humanity...
Okay.
Let me teach you the laws of war.
Nessa, you've...
All right, don't think I'm... Time and tide wait for no man.
Ah, man.
my life and my work, I shall not suffer this humiliation again!
shall be remade. Die and be reborn. You shall be remade.
All right. I think I need to take a break. I'm gonna stop the stream here. I'll probably be back on later tonight, but not 100% sure. But I need to take a break for a bit. So otherwise, I'll be back on tomorrow for the league launch. So thanks for hanging out, everybody, and have a good one.